Hello.
Can you make it here as well?
It's going to be a little bit delayed here.
Okay.
And welcome to a very special edition of the Shadow News. I am joined by a special guest who is here for the very first time, and I will let him introduce himself to you guys. Jerome,
Okay.
take it away.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I'm Jérôme Arnaud. I'm the CEO for Shadow since September. I've been joining the company in order to help structuring the growth and securing its financing going forward. It has been an intensive journey so far, and I'm very happy to be with you today. We are going to speak about where we are with our pre-orders, and I'm here really to try to explain you how and why and what is going to happen.
Exactly. So the main reason why we're here is because obviously you guys have heard we are going to be late on mainly our Infinite and Ultra tiers. So there is some good news. We are going to be able to fulfill all activations of Boost on time within the month of February. However, when it comes to Ultra and Infinite, Jerome, do you want to talk about why we're going to be late and
before jumping into Ultra and Infinite, I think we also need to explain that we will deliver all additional storage which has been ordered at the same time.
Yes.
And that for the Shadow Ghost will be delivered by mid-March.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, regarding Ultra and Infinite, we have a delay for some of them. Some of them will be delivered, but an important part of it will not be delivered on time. And the reason why is that number one, our test platform has shown some need to change hardware, and having to change hardware delayed the time when we could buy the modified hardware. And on top of that, we are in a period where components are quite demanding on the market, and the delay or the lead time to get them is longer than before. In addition to that, our technology software part has to be tested on the final hardware, and this is also has to wait for the new one to come. And all in all this is generating some unexpected delays, despite all our efforts to be there as soon as possible. So I'm very sorry, and I apologize for that towards you guys who have ordered Ultra and Infinite, and we appreciated your commitment toward our service. And we are really ensuring you that we are doing everything possible to solve that. We are coming probably a bit late as February is really coming tomorrow or the day after, and the reason why we have waited so long is because number one, some of the issues have popped out quite recently, and number two, we wanted to be a bit clearer also together with our financing partners, our shareholders, to check that we could agree on the principle of the compensation.
And so, guys, we will have a dedicated question and answer period, and Jerome will take time to answer all your questions. Right now, we'll get through really the key information that you guys need to know, and then we'll jump into answering all your questions. So yes, we will be delayed on, as Jerome said, the Ultra and Infinite tiers. However, to make it up to you guys, we have some compensation lined up for you guys. Jerome, do you want to talk about what we're doing there?
So what we try to do is to make sure that everybody who has subscribed will get a Shadow. Of course, not necessarily the version of the Shadow you would have liked to have, but at least a Shadow, meaning that we are going to work in order to embark everyone on a Shadow Boost. We understand that Shadow Boost is not the definition of storage that everybody would like to have, especially for those who have subscribed to Ultra and Infinite, and we are going to also work on making some extra storage being available in the short period, in a short time. We can't be much more precise at this stage, as there are a lot of combinations and configurations or individual cases. So we are preparing this communication to be sent out on February 19. And after this communication, every one of you will receive a personalized email explaining what can be done and how, and our website will be prepared to welcome your decision, so you can click and inform us and activate the option that you would have selected.
Exactly. So while waiting for your tiers, you get Shadow Boost at the Shadow Boost price, which is actually a nice option to have while you wait for your current Ultra or Infinite. So that's all nice. So now what? Now what do we do looking forward?
Yeah, well, first of all, of course, if none of these options are to your satisfaction, you will be also allowed to cancel your pre-order and will be reimbursed.
Exactly. And you can also wait. If you choose to wait, you can just wait for Ultra Infinite
without subscribing to Boost in the meantime. Exactly, and you will keep your your location in the line. Now, regarding what we need to do right now, I mean, we have now identified the solutions on one configuration, and we have to solve the components. We have to make our scalability tests and get the final quotes and the final lead time from all our suppliers or suppliers of our suppliers, in order to be ready and to get correct dates when this can be available. And hopefully we will get all this sorted out by February 19th, so you will get a more accurate date when you will be delivered. And if it's not all done during February, I mean, you will be informed as soon as we know, fully transparently to each of you, and who is delivered when. So this would be an individual communication.
Exactly. So look for an email with everything you need to know on February 19th. Well, we'll explain your exact case for you and explain each solution we prepared for you. If you want, we can now jump onto the questions part of it. We will jump to the next scene where we will take questions from you guys. Jerome, if you see any questions that intrigue you, that you'd like to answer, go ahead, and I can also call some out as well.
No, there is no change in terms of definition of the GPUs. They are still the same. There's a Netherlands boost. It has been a limited quantity, and then when it will be available for everyone, we will. This communication is valid for all countries where we are serving Shadow.
So a question, is Boost the same configuration as Shadow Legacy?
So it is similar, not exactly the same, but very similar, and of course at a different price. I mean, a new pre-order will not be delivered very soon, but on Boost you can be. That's another topic. It will be reopened for delivery later in the year.
So there's a question about more storage. We're going to make more storage available starting, I believe it's in March, we said. If you're ordering Boost, we will make that option available for you, because obviously we know that people want more storage. So that is of utmost priority for us. So storage will be available in the coming months.
Right now we have already some challenges to deliver service to the existing countries where we are. So there is no plan to deploy ourselves beyond these existing countries. This is more 2021 plan to go beyond the existing countries.
I see a good question. Will we pay $12.99 or $14.99 for the Boost offer if you decide to take it? So actually that's up to you. You can choose the annual offer, and once your Infinite or Ultra tier is activated, you can jump over to that and start from fresh. So it's really up to you. Obviously, there's a price difference there, so you can make up your mind. I think it's a pretty easy choice. So you can really choose if you want yearly or monthly.
Well, sorry if the email has not been clear enough. I take the point.
If you want to point out what was not clear about the email, we're happy to clear things up on stream right now.
We can't really communicate about the percentage more precisely. It's too difficult to evaluate today, and it's depending on many factors.
So about that email Flex system, there is a mistake. We did not mean to send that email to the Netherlands. That was a mistake on our part, and we apologize for that, but it's not relevant to you.
Well, the GPU jump between plans, I don't think that's, I mean, that has been how the offer has been configured, so no change on that. So the way we are going to allocate Ultra and Infinite is still under evaluation. We try to be as fair as possible for everyone, and that's something we will communicate on the 19th as well. Still under evaluation, because we also need to get the best information on how to scale and based on representative load of our system. So it's we work on it. Yes, a yearly subscription you pay monthly. Those who want to pay everything up front are welcome.
I see a question about, is there going to be an upgrade to the Boost CPU? And from what I've been told, there's no plans, correct me if I'm wrong,
Nope.
to upgrade the Boost CPU. Okay, so there will be no upgrade to the Boost CPU. I can confirm that now. So I see a question about pre-orders on the U.S. state side, because we have a lot of Americans watching.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, the U.S. territory is an important territory for us, and we are also preparing a way to deploy ourselves there. Of course, all technical lessons we learn are going to be used in the US the same way. So there is, I would say, it's a hidden delay for the US market, and we will do everything possible to start to launch quite soon in the US territory. Based on this information, and this, as soon as we have solved the technical issues, we will implement it correctly in the US. There will be a dedicated information on when we launch and how to become soon.
Yes, the US is a very important market for us, and we have a lot of learnings to take from our European launches, from our European users. So we expect the US launch to be very smooth when we do roll it out.
There is a question whether this is a big hit for us. Of course, we are not satisfied with what is happening. We are in the electronic world and with some technical risk. I mean, you have to understand that our configurations are very extreme in terms of density, in terms of requests for cooling, and this is not easy to solve. That's not making us I mean, losing our final goal, which is to develop ourselves in large scale. And even if we are suffering some temporary delays and hiccups at the start of this innovative solution, we are strongly believing that that will not prevent us from being successful going forward.
So guys, please keep your questions related to pre-orders. I see a lot of questions about the product itself, features. We're only here to talk about the pre-orders. So please stay on this topic.
So someone is asking for additional storage early. I mean, this is the additional storage. I mean, if you have ordered it, you will get it on time. So, and if you have ordered an Ultra and Infinite, it will be added to the Boost subscription as an option to order more data. And that will come also quite soon, very soon from the time of subscription of Boost. I don't have a worst case scenario yet. At least it is within 2020.
We do plan as an option to order Ghost for running subscriptions. That'll be implemented in the next couple of months. that'll definitely be available.
So someone is saying that I'm not answering question about the current product. I don't have probably missed them. So, but I think we are focusing on pre-orders. But if there is any question on the current product, I have no issue answering if I know the answer. The additional storage is like any additional extra storage that we are selling. So it's same as before. Yeah, all the question regarding do we keep the data when we move, etc., when you switch, will be answered on February 19th.
Virulent Pip. So pre-orders for 2021, that's starting today. Everyone who pre-ordered before this date should, in theory, have theirs activated in 2020. We just want to make sure that we deliver these on time before thinking ahead beyond that.
The reason why we can't give a date on when we are going to deliver that is because there are a lot of unknown yet. So we will, everybody will receive an email when they get it as soon as we have the information.
Macaus, yes, we will inform you on the 19th or after if you've been selected as part of this initial group of people who will access Infinite and Ultra. So that'll come in an email on the 19th or later. FNC respond regarding a priority for boost activations. So boost, you're going to be activated on a first come first serve basis. We're activating actually right now as we speak in large batches. So it's depending on when you ordered and at what time. But you can expect to be activated next month.
During February, yes.
Yes, next month, correct.
And why there is a question why we have issued pre-orders if we were not secured on the fact that we could deliver them. I mean, we have launched a pre-order in order to dimension what we were needing to buy and etc. And then we had this development to be done in order to secure it. And it's, as I mentioned earlier, it's a combination of technical issues while developing the solution plus component shortage and longer lead time. That's nothing to do with to CRS as this is mentioned here. I mean, whatever our partner to develop the solution, we are the one responsible, and in no way we are going to blame anyone here. And we have to, we are tackling this the best we can. For Ultra and Infinite, as I mentioned earlier, we are going to try to create a fair system to allocate the users. But it's not necessarily the first in first out. It's not decided yet, but we need to have a representative behavior on our test configuration in order to know what's going to happen in the future. I mean in a server you have more than just the GPU and the CPU. You have a motherboard, you have plenty of, you have switches and etc., plenty of equipment. And so the one impacted has been initially the motherboard, and then you have to make sure that you are able to cool everything, and the density and the way the physical organization of everything make the air circulating and cool the right manner. All this is important. Yeah, of course, we are doing our very best to solve the situation, and we again apologize for that, and we will do our best.
Unlimited bytes. If you have a technical issue about latency, we recommend you contact us via the support channels. We cannot answer this question over the stream like this.
But that's also I would like to first of all, of course, give all my support and thanks to the moderators in Discord and other channels, and also invite you not to contact our support channel or CM, as they will not have more information than the one we are displaying right now or sharing right now. And we have, as we mentioned earlier, plan to send you an email when we have the right information. So please be patient with us, as it will not help.
Yeah, exactly. All information will be coming soon, like we said, in that email on February 19th. So please hold tight until then. We can take a few more last questions before we head out. So please, a couple more questions.
Question on Netherlands. I mean, I think you answered it, right? There are questions about. I don't have the answer for Netherlands on that.
What was the question?
Whether they got the information that it should be available in 2 days, and then they get more.
Yes. So Netherlands doesn't change. You'll still be able to access and buy Shadow Boost and have it within 2 days. Correct. So if you pre-order in April, and if it's Ultra or Infinite, yes, you will have the offer to have Boost at the Boost price. So yes, you can expect to have a Shadow by then.
Yes, the Ghost pre-orders can still come in March, even if the upgrades is not available. You can use it on Boost. So if you have ordered Ultra and Infinite with Ghost, you can subscribe Boost and get your Ghost.
Okay, we're gonna take one last question before we head out.
Okay, will already existing customer will be able to add additional storage soon? Yes, that's something we mentioned, and it will be also available for existing customers. Cool. Okay.
All right, thanks guys. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, look for an email on February 19th. We are available on Discord as well as Reddit and any other channels. We will also be coming back with a nice detailed FAQ for you guys. So stay tuned. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. And again, I apologize for that. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.